So I wanted to do a little addendum video to the last one I did, which it'll be linked to at the end of this video. One of the things in not just politics, but in life that is a huge pet peeve of mine is when people criticize something that you support or believe in or like or anything like that. And oftentimes coming from an arrogant position where it's like, oh, you like that, you're dumb. Oh, you support that, you're stupid, And then finally, once you hear out their criticism and defend why you are in the position you're in, you say, well, like, what do you support? And they go, I don't support anything. I don't have any solution. I don't like anything. Like, it is such a ridiculous statement. It's such a ridiculous comment. The first time that I heard this routinely over and over, at least in a philosophical or political setting, was my time in debate, where people often argue postmodernist critiques, right? And so you'd read a plan, like you'd be like, we should solve poverty, so the U.S. government should give more money for welfare for inner cities. Hypothetically, that's the plan. And the other team would say, like, oh, no, we need to reject any use of government. It's always bad. You use the government, therefore you should lose. And you'd say, oh, okay, you say reject the government, then you're proposing anarchy? No. Oh, you're just against, like, our form of democracy, so you want, like, a monarchy? No. Dictatorship? No. Some form of, like, different democratic republic? No. You want, like, a communist? No. I don't take a stance on what type of government or economic system we should have. I think they all suck, but I'm just uniquely saying that what you believe in also sucks. Okay, then you're a nihilist. You don't believe anything. As the great Walter from The Big Lebowski puts it, say what you will about the tenets of National Socialism, at least it's an ethos, right? Nihilist. Like, is there anything more pathetic or worthless? And these nihilists are so arrogant, right? So they'll tell you, every politician that ever makes it is, if you're Republican or Democrat, they're utter crap. We shouldn't vote for any of them. Ron Paul, yeah, he was establishment crap. Trump, Bernie Sanders, Tulsi Gabbard, crap. All Republicans and Democrats, they're all crap, right? And you say, okay. And and by the way, it's not just that. It's, and I can't believe how dumb you are for believing they're not. You're so silly. You're constantly duped by the establishment, right? And then you're like, all right, well then, who do you suggest? Who should we vote for? Oh, I don't support anyone. I think everyone's terrible. Okay, then don't pretend you're smarter than anyone else. You don't have answers. All you have is complaints. It's easy to complain. I can complain about anything, right? Literally, you could pick any candidate and I could find a complaint about them. In the history of the world, you could take Lincoln, you could take Kennedy, you could take Roosevelt or Jefferson, and I could make complaints, right? And you'd say, like, okay, well, what's the alternative? What's better? Oh, I don't have any alternatives. I don't have anything that's better. I just like to complain. I believe in nothing. We believes in nothing, right? It's so silly, and the arrogance that comes along with it is absolutely hilarious. Like, the people that make these arguments are totally convinced that somehow they're smarter and better than everyone. Everyone else is running this rat race, but they're above it. They see all the answers. Oh, what's your answer? Oh, nothing, I just know that everything's crap. Great. You did it, man. You're smarter than everyone. You're great. See, the difference is I have solutions. I know that I'm wrong probably a lot of the time, but I'm not going to act like, I'm just going to bring people down for what things they believe in and not have any alternatives, right? I'm not going to assume that I'm smarter than them just because I can say, like, yeah, I have complaints with what you like. Therefore, you're silly, Like, for example, I don't like the Democrats, right? I have a solution, which is I think you should vote for other parties, whether it be people in the Republican Party, people that are third party, or Democrat. I would like to see the Democrats reform and get more back towards, like, being a party of maybe the environment, working people, things like that, instead of, like, this intersectionality, identity politics, regime change wars, things of that nature, right? That's my alternative. Now, it could be, you could argue factually why that's wrong. You could, we could definitely have opinions and discussions on that. But if I would instead just be like, yeah, the Democrats are terrible. Well, you're voting Democrat. What a fool. And then you'd be like, okay, so who did you vote for? I don't vote. I don't believe in any political system or party. I think they all suck. We're screwed no matter what. I just wanted to mock you and make myself feel good by pretending that I'm better than you. It's so ridiculous, and it can apply to anything, right? Like, imagine you're watching football. I happen to be a Steelers fan. So I'm like, the Steelers suck. They're terrible. What a crappy team. Oh, really? Who do you think's better? Oh, no one. I don't take a stance on any team that's better. I'm just saying the Steelers are crappy. Okay, then why? What is the worth of what you're saying then? Great, you hate everything. Nothing's good. Okay. Now those of us who try to live in reality and want to engage in the world and try to make things better even if we're unsuccessful or even if it's just in a very minor way. We'd like to get back to what we're doing. We get it. You're high and mighty. You're better than us. You believe that we're screwed forever and there's nothing we could ever do. Got it. Great. I just love it. And nihilism on every scale, right? Political nihilism, philosophical nihilism, you name it. And like it's not just people politically that are like this. So again, like I said, this is postmodernism. There is no truth. Everything's a power game. There is no right answer. There's infinite answers to everything, right? Oh, and no one answer is better than another. You can't live your life that way. Right? It's an absurd, I should try to eat healthier. Why? There's no truth in that. Eating healthier doesn't make you healthy, Cutting back on fats and things, that wouldn't make me healthier. I'm just as likely to, what's the difference if there's no truth? I'm just as likely, someone will tell me eating this cheeseburger is wrong. So it's the same as eating battery acid, right? There's no truth. I could do both of them. When in reality, there is a truth in that in order to live a healthy, successful life, there are a limited amount of choices that you can make. It's the same politically. It's so easy, right, to just stand up and be like, everything sucks. It's such a simplistic worldview. It makes things so simple, right? You can pretend to be, and again, you see this with like feminism. You see this with intersectionality. Just these super simplistic worldviews that's just like, okay, the problem with everything is patriarchy. Now, let's go. Let's hear what's your problem. Yeah, well, we have a problem actually in this town where our infrastructure, we've lost some people, some of our homeowner taxes have gone down, so we need to raise like $100,000 for infrastructure to be able to fund new improvements we're making to the park. Do you have any suggestions what we could do? Yeah, eliminate the patriarchy. Next. Oh yeah, we have problems with there are animals in this section that are actually being overhunted and the cars are hitting them. Yeah, it's because of the patriarchy. Next, right? That's it. And the people that believe that think that they're utter geniuses. I have the solution to all of life's problems. Patriarchy. Next. They don't do real research. They're not real scientists, right? They're not people collecting data, testing hypotheses, things like that. They have the solution to everything, patriarchy, and there you go. But it's the same with the two-party system sucks. Okay, well, who do you support? Who do you think I should vote? That's very intriguing. I agree that a lot of the two-party system sucks. That's what makes this frustrating. I'm like, okay, I agree with a lot of what you're saying, so what do you recommend? I have no recommendations. I just wanted to insult you and claim that I'm smarter than you. Make fun of anyone who would dare to vote for anyone who's in these two parties. They've all been they've all been groomed for everyone that's ever achieved any political power from the time they were a small babe was being groomed to get that political power. It's utterly laughable. So I don't know, just a brief addendum. I'm seeing that today, and it amuses me. I don't have any animosity to the people that think that, by the way. I get heated, when I'm doing videos or if I'm talking to people online. I get it. But I actually am amused by it, and I'm assuming the people that say this are decent people. It's just come on. You're advocating nihilism. If you're going to sit here and berate me over and over about why my choice sucks, at least have an alternative, right? And at least be willing to if you don't have an alternative, yeah, I'm no better than anyone else. I'm equally as duped by this crazy system as everyone because I can't come up with a solution. But don't pretend that somehow you're better than people that just, try their best to go out and understand the positions of the people they're voting for and things of that nature. So, all right. Well, yeah, sorry if I upset anyone or anything like that. I thought it was funny. Something I wanted to talk about. So like and subscribe if you like. I'll try to put more videos up later this week. So, all right, everyone, have a good one.